Even though the Gardener app sometimes causes frustration when it crashes or does not want to upload pictures, it is also an amazing tool for documenting any issue you may encounter. In this training video, we will take a closer look at how to report an issue and how to provide feedback. How can I submit feedback or issue report on the Gardener app? Once you arrive at a customer's house, you click on the customer field to check in. On top of the screen, you will see the following options: Service, Photos, and Issue. Click on the Issue option and you will see that the default is set to report irrigation issues. But don't worry, there is much more. Click on the Issue Type field and a drop-down menu will open up. You have the following options: Irrigation issues, damaged plant other by accident, dying lawn, dead plant, needs mulch, planting or removal, diseased plants or pests, suggest additional services, quotes, new service requests, something else. We advise to always document any conversation you may have with your customer and to report an issue via your Gardener app. Should you ever get a negative feedback because you did not service a backyard, you have proof that you have reported a locked gate that day and therefore the negative feedback should be removed from your overall feedback score. There are different ways to communicate. The most powerful way is to speak to someone in person. Besides hearing someone's voice, you can always see their facial expression and their body language. Making a phone call is the next best option. You can hear someone's voice and are able to correct any misunderstandings right away. Oftentimes, your customers are at work and aren't able to answer your phone call. You can try texting them for urgent matters. Even though they cannot respond to a phone call, most of the time they are able to take a quick look at their text messages and are able to text you back. If you are sending an issue report via the Gardener app, be prepared that there may be a delay until the issue will be resolved. For urgent matters, that is an issue that needs immediate attention. It is important to call or text the person who needs to know. If you text, make sure you confirm the person has received your message. Follow up with an issue report to document an issue or problem. The gate to the backyard is locked and the customer does not answer the door or his phone. Call your field manager and submit an issue report under something else and write: You left the gate open and the dog escaped. Pets, like children, are very special to our customers. Should there ever happen to you, you need to call the customer immediately and call your FS and FM. Sometimes, it is better if you ask your FM to call the customer while you and your field supervisor look for the dog. You cut an electric wire or a water pipe. Inform the customer immediately, either with a phone call or text message, of the accident and then contact your FM and FS so we can arrange for someone to do the repairs as soon as possible. Submit a short issue report including location of the damage and add a picture. While weed whacking, you break a patio door window or car window. Please call and text your customer immediately and also let your FS or FM know right away. If you manage to speak to the customer, ask for the best phone number they can be reached at. Take several pictures and submit an issue report via the Gardener app. There are several cars in the driveway, and instead of asking the customer to move one of the cars, you are squeezing by to get into the backyard. It is very tight and you scratch the car with your lawnmower. Any such damage caused by you must be reported immediately. Call or text your customer, inform your FM and FS, and submit an issue report with pictures. You have been weed whacking and notice that you have worked too close around a tree trunk or a wooden play structure. We never want customers to feel like we are trying to hide damage from them. Let the customer know immediately. Inform your FM as well as your FS. Submit an issue report including pictures. You were a bit in a hurry and have let the gate slam close. You hear how the latch falls to the floor. You take a picture and submit an issue report, but also give the customer a quick call. Call your field supervisor and see whether he can pass by with his drill to fix the latch in the afternoon. While blowing, you walk backwards and step on a landscape light fixture. The fixture breaks. You are upset with yourself and lose concentration for a second and see an ornamental fall from the patio table. How can I be so unlucky in one day, you think? It is critical that you contact the customer no matter how small the item. Tell the customer that the FM will contact the homeowner and will replace the item. Call your FM and submit an issue report, including a picture of the broken item or items. Your customer has left you a note and wants you to install a tree and several plants. You know that you will not be able to perform a regular service and plant all these plants within the time frame you are given. Call the customer and discuss the task. Explain that typically we can plant a couple of plants, but must schedule a separate planting visit for such a big amount of plants. If the customer has a weekly service plan, you can suggest to install the plants instead of servicing the home. We do not want a bi-weekly customer to go without service for a month, though it will be best to schedule an additional visit to install the plants. Submit feedback to document the discussion you have had with the customer. If you cannot get a hold of the customer, call your FM, submit an issue report, and send in pictures. Your customer has requested a task that requires special tools that you do not carry. Contact the customer and explain why you cannot complete this task for them. Offer that we can provide a quote for a tree removal. If you do not manage to speak to the customer, it may be a good idea to contact your FM also. Lastly, submit an issue report and attach pictures. You talk to your customer and he expresses interest in mulch. Take several good pictures of the areas where your customer would like to add mulch. Remember, it is always good to get a close-up shot as well as shots from a bit further away. This will help enormously with quoting. Submit the request via the Gardener app using the correct subject line, mulch requested. You haven't spoken to your customer, Lisa, in a long time in person, but today Lisa happens to be at home. She is a lovely lady and is very happy with your service. She tells you that she loves to deadhead roses and finds this a peaceful activity on the weekends. She asks you, "Would you leave the roses for me?" You immediately take out your phone and submit feedback and write, "Customer would like to take care of her own roses. Please update task list." During service, you notice a dead plant in the front yard. Your customer is not home, so you pull out your Gardener app and submit an issue report and add a picture. Choose the issue type Dead Plant and write Permission to remove dead plant. While you are pruning, you notice sooty mold on the small eucalyptus tree. You take out your phone, choose the issue type, disease plants and pest, and write, highly recommend hor oil to treat sooty mold. You also attach a picture for the customer so she knows which plant you are talking about. Upon arrival at your last home, you notice a broken sprinkler. You take a picture and submit an issue report noting, sprinkler was broken when I arrived at the home. If you have an extra sprinkler head and all the material that is needed for the repair, call the customer and let them know that you can do the repairs needed. If you are not sure about pricing, call your FM.